Guys, a collaboration is coming out soon with Davido and then Diamond Platnumz. He actually made this known, and a lot of people can really understand. From the streets of Paris to the streets of London, they are really getting to understand this. Somehow, this is not the first time of these guys actually working together. And he has said in a recent interview or a previous interview that Davido actually contributed big to his career. He remembered spending over $30,000 to have Davido featured on a song, and that was really a pick off from his own career. Right now, he's really in talks with Davido, and they are really going to have a collaboration anytime soon. So, what do you expect from collaborations of Davido and then a person of Diamond Platnumz? I want you to put your own comment in the comment section so that you can have a take on what you feel. Guys, that is Nigerian Afrobeat meeting with the Eastern part of African songs. That is something I got to understand. Diamond Platnumz is one of the highest viewed artists on YouTube in Africa. That is something we got from his own statistics, and then a lot of people can really assure you of that. I think that this guy is making a great impact in terms of Afrobeat, in terms of sounds from Kenya across the eastern part of Africa. That is something I kind of understand. So we should have a common center where we can merge these sounds and then export it big time. That is also something I'm really encouraging a lot of artists out there to start doing. Instead of you to focus on collaborating with the Western cultures, why not do it with your own African brothers? The likes of Stonebwoy, a lot of others, they are readily available. But some people will cite markets to an extent, because you got to reach a wider audience, especially those Western culture that has their platforms already being supported. I think a lot of people wants to get on board with them. That is something I still feel about all of this. Guys, so who the verse Terry G like this? This guy has been talking lately, talking about a lot of things, his own contribution into music industry, where he made mention of, the first artist in Nigeria to start smoking igbo for Scream. And then a lot of people actually understand that, the days of Terry G. But most Gen Zs not go understand, and they are asking, who is Terry G? Terry G was one of the raving artists at the time, just like what you've seen, Burna Boy, Wizkid, and Davido. But the music industry was not fully developed then. I think they didn't make much impact globally at that time. That is something. But when you talk about Nigeria, it actually made impact. But right now, this guy is trying to break in back into the music industry and keep getting resistance and gatekeepers, resisting him in the music industry. Fans, not the help matters. Afrobeat enthusiasts, not the help matters. They say, Terry G, your time don't pass, and all those kind of things. And he is coming out to compare himself to the likes of Jay-Z and saying that Jay-Z, them be old school and all those kind of things, and these guys are still relevant in the music industry. Yes, I kind of understand his own argument. Nigerian music industry, African music industry is not fully developed, because most of the time these Gen Zs and music fans out there, they keep really throwing away the old G's in the music industry, and this is really, really disturbing at the time, because I see the likes of Snoop Dogg, the likes of Dr. Dre, and a lot of others really, really impacting in American music industry. And these guys have been there for over 3 decades, and they are still doing more. But just like waiting with the girl for Nigeria, the likes of Two-Face, Idibia, and a lot of others, we not they let them they talk again. We are quick to say, them be kind of old school and all those kind of things. We are quick to throw them away, and that will not help our music industry to develop. Let me give you something like you need to understand. The likes of Burna Boy has sampled the OGs, has sampled old music, and now that old music, when he sample, now those things they give them advantage for BETs, awards, Grammy, and the rest. So you need to understand that there is a connection if you want to be great. Recently a person of Thames actually got a Grammy award. How it take get am? Which song it take get am? Is sample old song. So you don't really need to throw these sounds away. We need to bring back this artist. I will encourage a lot of people to start doing it, just like Davido. Bright Chimezie got inspiration from that, and that song is everywhere right now. The album is on top right now because of that kind of sampling. That is something, because when you check the album, you get to understand that replay from the likes of Bright Chimezie and a lot of others actually happened in that particular album. It's got a replay from a person of Brenda Fassie also in that album. That is how to preserve the African culture. I keep saying it that we need to start telling African stories with our own sounds, even if we must collaborate with the Western artists out there. But a lot of people are quick to talk you down. That is something I got to understand about this whole thing, and this is quite disturbing at the time. So let's start encouraging the old guys in the music industry. Collaborating with them will actually do more. That is something I feel, because when you listen to these new guys in the music industry, and then the likes of Burna, the likes of Davido, Wizkid, they also do samples from the old guys. So that is something you need to understand. From the likes of Lagbaja to the likes of Konga and a lot of others, the bunch. Then they draw inspiration from the sounds. So we need not just throw them away. I think we need to bring back the old culture also to the music industry so that we can fully develop at a time like this. Just like the American music industry, where you see got the likes of Snoop Dogg, the likes of Dr. Dre, and a lot of others, LQG. These guys are really still relevant a bit in the music industry. The likes of Ludacris and a lot of others. What is your own take about this? I want you to put your own comment in the comment section so that you can take a good look at what you feel about the story so far. Before I jump off, I want to say thank you guys for watching our videos, and thank you for the love so far. If you are new here, you can click the subscribe button below, the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time we upload our videos. I love you guys. Keep supporting Afrobeats blog.